Do you have a hard time locating a good way to store and organize your fabric draping panels? Do you perhaps hang them on hangers, maybe stack them in all kind of bins or totes? Trust me, because I've heard all of the horror stories. What if you could have a simple, easy peasy system to actually store your linen, and it can be very organized for easy tracking? You're going to want to watch this video all the way to the end because I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways that I keep my draping panels organized. Now you can use all 3 or maybe even just one, because the point is I am almost certain that at least one of these organization systems is going to help you organize your inventory. You can even utilize these for even more items outside of draping, such as your table linen. I'm Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy, and I help creatives make more money in their business with premium draping. Now, if you're anything like I was, you probably have draping panels all over the place, right? Oftentimes, I used to get so frustrated at not being able to locate maybe certain colors or certain textures. It was so easy to accumulate fabric and backdrop panels over time. And if you're not careful or create a really good organizational method, it will soon drive you nuts. At times, I would even buy the same color simply because I wasn't sure of what I had. I wasted countless time and plenty of money doing this over and over again, right? That's when I knew I really needed a good linen tracking system for my inventory. Now, I created actually a few methods that help me easily locate my backdrop panels by color or texture, and this really helps me get prepped so much faster. How do you currently store your draping panels, right? I want you to comment below and tell me all about it. I really love hearing all the creative ways that you guys come up with so many different solutions. Not to mention, you never know who else it will help that may read your comment. Ready to hear the posh storing systems that I created? Now, the first system created was for visual organization, right? I will consolidate all of my sequin linens together by color as well as texture, since some are actually thicker than others, depending on what company you get them from, right? I then would place all of my printed fabric together so I know which area to look for when I knew I needed those fabrics. And lastly, I would actually coordinate all of my colors in a gradient pattern because it makes it so much easier on the eye. I would place all my main colors such as the white, the black, the ivories. I would place that in the column all by itself because I frequently use those colors. Then next what I'd do is group my optimal colors such as my reds, my blues, my purples, greens, things like that. I would group that together so I can easily spot them. And then finally, what I would do is group all of my tropical colors because you guys know these are my favorite. Now, my next system was to clearly maximize space, right? I had so many panels of particular blends such as my white crushed ivory or my white sheer or my chiffon because I really use these a lot when I'm installing perimeter draping. Now, I would utilize 3 or maybe even 4 totes just for this job alone. I had to come up with something really quick. But as I stood there in my garage, I kind of locked in on this brand new 55-gallon recycle bin. And guess what? It was just sitting in the corner empty. And that was just taking up even more space. So I guess you know what happened next, right? Yep, I started using the recycle bin as a storage container. Now, these recycle bins will hold almost 100 panels in just one alone. Total lifesaver. And what's even better, it's on wheels. Now tell me, do you think you're going to be trying any of the 2 systems I just shared with you? If you found them helpful, you can easily let me know by simply liking this video with a thumbs up. Not to mention, this is one easy way that you can actually support the channel because it really does help. I'd love to continue creating even more videos for you guys to help you grow your business. So before we continue, I want you to shoot down there and hit the thumbs up right now. So now on to my last storage system. This one was implemented for accessibility, right? Now, if you have any back issues like me, all the bending and lifting, guess what? It can really wreak havoc on your back. I get so tired of those stackable totes that I would just sling them around on top of each other, and that was just burning my back. I had to come up with something really fast, right? Now, while on Facebook, another designer by the name of Audrey Baptiste shared an amazing tip about these stackable bins, right? I just had to try it. I went and bought all the bins that were left in the store. I then paired them with these gardening dollies to make the most convenient storage system for my backdrop panels. These stackable bins made it so easy to actually organize and identify my panels, as well as eliminate moisture and odor since my inventory is actually currently kept in my 2-car garage. Now, if you want a more organized system to storing your draping panels, then for best results, you should be using all 3 of the systems I just mentioned. Because guess what? I still do. And because of that, I can pull a backdrop combo together so much faster, and I don't have to do any heavy lifting. So give them a try and see what they can do for you. These are some really practical and convenient cool tips that that you could implement right away. Now, if you want to learn how to get started with premium draping, I created a free trial bonus introductory course that lays out everything you need to know to get started so you can jumpstart your draping services off on the right foot. All you have to do is click the link below in the description and get access immediately. So be sure to check out my next video because I am going to be sharing with you 3 things to consider when buying fabric. Because my inbox gets flooded with so many different fabric questions, not to mention all of the discussions that goes on over in our Facebook group. So be sure again to watch the next video because you'll be able to get some of your questions answered as well. If you want to be a part of the tribe, join our private Facebook group and you'll be able to find those links in the description below.